Are you struggling with deprecation warnings while testing your Symfony 3.3 controllers? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to effectively overwrite container services in your controller tests. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when your code worked perfectly in a previous version, but now you're faced with warnings and errors. This is a common issue many developers encounter when upgrading their Symfony applications. Let's take a closer look at the specific question at hand. One user mentioned that they have a series of tests for controllers relying on third-party APIs that need to be mocked out. They found that while this worked fine in Symfony 3.2, they are now facing deprecation warnings in 3.3. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's causing these deprecation warnings? In Symfony 3.3, the way services are injected has changed, leading to issues when trying to mock services that were previously easy to override. Understanding this change is crucial for finding a solution. And stick around. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear solution to these deprecation warnings and a better understanding of how to manage your Symfony tests. To address the deprecation warnings in Symfony 3.3, the user should first modify the way services are overridden in their tests. Instead of directly setting the service in the container, they can use the service containers method to replace the service definition. Next, the user can create a new service definition for their mock service. This can be done by defining the mock service in the test case setup, ensuring that it is properly registered before the tests run. Then, the user should update the test client creation method to utilize the new service definition. This will ensure that the mock service is used during the test execution without triggering deprecation warnings. Finally, the user can run their tests to verify that the deprecation warnings have been resolved. They should check the output to ensure that the mock services are functioning as expected. Fun fact, Symfony has been around since 2005, and with each version, it evolves to make our lives easier, most of the time. But sometimes it throws us a curveball like this. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. Another user is also experiencing issues with deprecation warnings in Symfony 3.3. They mention that the container class does not provide guidance on handling this deprecation. They suggest checking a current issue on GitHub for more context. Their recommendation is to define all controllers as services with fixed dependencies, avoiding direct usage of the dependency injection container. Here's a pro tip. Always keep your Symfony version updated and regularly check the changelog. This will help you stay ahead of deprecations and keep your codebase clean. And there you have it. You should now have a solid understanding of how to handle deprecation warnings in Symfony 3.3. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks on Symfony development.